Hello, today we're going to teach you guys how to make a map using JoJo's heightmap template. There's going to be a link to Blender in the description. You're going to need to go and download that before we can begin. Once you have it downloaded, just open up your folder that has all of JoJo's stuff in it. It'll look similar to this. Click on heightmap template. And this will open up Blender, and it will open up the heightmap template. So this right here is our workspace. The two rectangles represent the spawn ranges, not the exact spawn range. It's the spawn range. There is not an exact spawn point by default. So these are just to help you know where the spawns are at. So click right here, and you can choose a different type of brush or whatever. I guess brush is the right word. All of these have different, I guess, stuff they do. Yeah. It is mirrored by default. This allows you to easily create symmetrical maps. So we're just going to sculpt some stuff real quick. Just to show you how the template works, and then you guys can fill around with the other brushes. And now we're ready to render the height map. So go over here, press F12, and we'll render the height map, and then press F3. Go up here, make it underscore height dot bimp. I'm going to replace the already existing one. And now we need to make the color map. So go over here and do Shift left click on that middle one. We just toggled the layer, so now you're going to be able to see all the layers in Blender. Come over here and choose one of these. My favorite is the desert one. Press F12 again. You're going to notice some dark spots right here, so come over here to the earth one or whatever. Click environment, lighting, and indirect lighting. Come over here, press F12 again to render it. As you can see, those are gone. Press F3, underscore color dot bimp. Enter. Come over here, click Make Map. So we'll now generate our map. See? Quick, easy, simple. And see, it looks just like it was in Blender. Well, not completely. And it's a little bit lower. And this is pretty flat. So now we're going to add some models in it. I'm going to use the models that are already here, just to show you how easy it is to make a map right out of the box. Downloaded and all that. We have some buildings or whatever, some trees. So press U to insert a model. It needs to be KVX, or else it'll mess things up. Just go to prefabricated objects, and you have a bunch of things here: buildings, houses. Red. You're going to need to use the numpad or whatever, the numpad, to move the model around. Each key on the numpad does something differently, so it's hard to explain it because there's so many keys. There's a help file in the Ace of Spades folder about Vox, so it has a list of all the controls and everything. So there's one model. Okay. By 4 deck. We're going to try and make it really go into the terrain a little bit. Make sure it all looks nice. Make sure that there's nothing sticking up too bad. Even if that means we get some dirt and stuff inside. Yeah, let's try and get this one over to a flatter space right over here. That's probably as good as we're gonna get it. Alright, so let's add a few more right here. Red. This is just an example. I'm not putting too much thought into the placement of the buildings. Alright, let's put in one more, and then we're gonna add some trees to it. Alright, that's good. Alright, so we have some trees added. It's still pretty bare, but we can add some more work to it. So let's say that we do want to save it. We've uploaded all our models into it, so now let's save it. Do Alt F3. And this will have us save it. You can either rename, either replace it or add your own name. You're gonna want to save a lot, as when you're messing around with models, you can make a lot of mistakes by accident, and so it's good to have multiple saves. In some of my mapping folders where I do my work, I've had maps with like 10 or 20 different versions. So yeah, so just make sure to save often in case you were to make a mistake, such as like have something sticking out, or maybe you had a tree that was it's misplaced or something like that. And so the height map tutorial, it needs Blender, which is going to be in the description, and it creates two images, a height map and a color map, and then it also has a bitmap converter to convert these two images into a .voxel file, which can be used for Ace of Spades. And yeah, that's pretty much it.